Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. It don't happen oh. The estranged wife of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has angrily reacted to a disclaimer issued by the former Nigerian president, questioning her mental health and declaring that even though she gave birth to two children for him, that she wasn't his wife. Oh. Yes, so my country people, all this katakata started when this lady in question, Taiwo, had gone to beg the Oyo monarchs that they should forgive Olusegun Obasanjo's statement, telling them to stand up and sit down as if they were children. So, my country people, in this very event, Obasanjo was a special guest of honor, and he chastised some Yoruba traditional rulers and leaders at the event for not standing up to greet the governor of the state, as they had accorded respect to him as the former president. Then they would have recognized the governor of the state, Seyi Makinde. But then, my country people, this Mrs. Taiwo had plead for forgiveness, on behalf of Olusegun Obasanjo. But then, Obasanjo had rebuked her statement, saying that she wasn't in any position to plead for forgiveness, that he doesn't recognize her as his wife, and as such, she shouldn't come and claim that she is his wife. So my country people, this matter just get as e be. Now, as e dey be like this, so this woman don talk say, see o, Obasanjo is still very angry o, because she dumped him o, no be small thing dey happen. Now, all this controversy started on Sunday when Taiwo waded into the controversy, telling the statement of the former army general at Oyo State during the last week's commissioning of projects executed by the state governor Seyi Makinde. Now, Obasanjo was a special guest of honor, and he had chastised some Yoruba traditional rulers at the event for not standing up to accord respect, to the governor. So, my country people, according to this lady, she had pleaded for forgiveness as Mrs. Obasanjo, who has two children, Olabumi and Olajuwo, for the former president, begged for permanent and eternal forgiveness and pardons from all Yoruba sons and daughters nationwide, on behalf of everybody, all the leaders in the Yoruba land and the Council of Kings in the Yoruba land, on behalf of Obasanjo. So in a swift reaction, Obasanjo, through his special assistant on media, said that the acclaimed Mrs. Obasanjo is an imposter, that he doesn't recognize her as his wife. For the records, this Madam Martins has only two children for Obasanjo. But to say that she is his wife, she is not his wife, nor is she any member of his family. So Obasanjo now claiming that this woman posturing as his wife is an imposter, that nobody makes statements on behalf of the Obasanjo family except Chief Obasanjo himself, or the people designated by him or delegated by him to do so. It must be noted that the state of health of Miss Martins is known to all and sundry, and whatever she says or does has nothing to do with Chief Olusegun Obasanjo as an individual or the Obasanjo family as a whole, Obasanjo had stated. Now, Taiwo, in a response, titled Obasanjo the Great Imposter, she talked about the former president, saying that the former president Olusegun Obasanjo is responsible for most of the challenges facing Nigeria because he failed to utilize the golden opportunities he had to turn the country around. And according to her, since Obasanjo left office, he has constituted himself into a critic, never seen any good in any of his successors. So, my country people, in a statement, she claimed her attention had been drawn to a statement credited to the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, in which he called her an imposter and raised a lot of issues about, her mental health, saying her mental health is quite questionable. According to her, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo is known to be the greatest imposter of all time. She said he is a liar, he is a deceiver, he believes that he knows it all. I mean, for someone that criticizes those that comes under him, the upcoming president, those that follow suit, his predecessors, he has been criticizing all of them. So according to this lady, she said the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has been fighting all presidents who came after him, seeing and addressing them as no good. He has rubbished, abused, insulted, criticized, humiliated, and ridiculed every president who came to power, as if he's the only ex-president we have in Nigeria. She don talk say even our former president both General Babangida General Abdulsalami General Yakubu Gowon, even Dr. Goodluck Jonathan and the rest, they did not fight their children. Neither do they fight their wives, nor ridicule people here and there in our nation. But you see Obasanjo on 9 was passed. All the former presidents in Nigeria, they've comported themselves with dignity. They did not fight or rubbish any successive president, but unlike Obasanjo, right from day one, he has been fighting all the presidents that has been coming under him or after him. So, according to Madam Taiwo, she said her mental status is quite okay. She is in a perfect condition. Nobody should say that she is running mental or her mental health is quite questionable, that she is in her right state of mind. I mean, Obasanjo is just pained because she left him, some years back. And according to her, the real problem troubling the land of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria is Olusegun Obasanjo himself. Because when he was the president, he did not do anything. He couldn't use the golden opportunity that was given to him as the president to change this country around. It was when he stepped down, he started seeing faults, calling names, accusing those that are coming under him. Well, my country people, this matter, e really long o, no be small thing. She still don talk say, well, as e dey be like this so, say she don still beg the Oyo kings the Council of Kings the Yoruba Council worldwide the entire Yoruba race, say abeg, make dem no come take out their vengeance on any of her children, because she's more concerned about herself and her children. When these Yoruba monarchs reacted to what Obasanjo did, some of them had said, well, that Obasanjo must apologize. Obasanjo said, well, he's not going to apologize over this issue. He stood on his grounds that he won't apologize for what they did. He merely corrected them. According to Obasanjo, some said that they will revoke all the chieftaincy titles that had been given to him, all the titles that they would revoke it. So my country people, this matter really gets as it be. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you.